Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be discussing a topic that one of my followers, I think one of my followers, believes in Christ. So I'm just gonna tell y'all if y'all don't believe in Christ, it's okay, you know. But if you don't believe in Christ, you could skip this video. But I'm gonna tell you it, it's not the reason why I made the channel. The channel is mainly for content, like any kind of content, you know. And right now I'm at my grandma's house, and the thing is that my grandma speaks Spanish, right? And I have this connection with spirits where I can smell their scent and everything, and their touch, and they can give me signs if they're here. And um, the strange thing is that my grandma was talking about my grandpa who passed away probably in 2020 and 2021. And after that, while we were eating, and I was like, okay, nothing strange is happening until I smell this what the smell that you would always get whenever you go to church, and there's always candles lit, you know. And and I'm like, no, it can't be the food. Yes, she made food, but why would it smell like that, you know? And I'm like, okay, it's because I was afraid to ask because I'm normally the only one that can smell these types of smells. Right now, I'm kind of confused if it's God or if it's my guardian angels, because like it's a type of smell, you know. And I feel like that smell is following me for some reason. It's I went to the kitchen, I gone through this little hallway that leads to my grandpa's room, then I came to my grandma's room, and then I still smell it here. I'm like, what is that smell? And first I thought, okay, is there a candle lit in here? Because that's always my first guess, um because if there's a candle lit, I'm like, okay, it's not that, you know, or it's the candle and not what I'm thinking, you know. But there's never there wasn't a candle lit. I mean, I think there was a candle, but I'm not quite sure if it was a candle or not, because it looked like a little green, little shaped thing, and I was like, okay, it's probably a candle, but it wasn't lit, and it wasn't, you know, one of those things where it would be oh, okay, you know, the thing's not lit, and again you could still smell it. It's because, bro, it smelled across the room. It smelled all throughout the kitchen. And then also smelled maybe in the living room too, because I could I could I can kind of tell my grandma was like I don't know if God was uh, I'm not I'm not gonna say if my grandma I don't think God was inside of her, but you know how people or spirits can go through in people's bodies or whatever. Well, um, my grandma, after I was done eating, I was like, okay, I'm full, and then I told her in Spanish, I was like, "Well, I'm full," you know. And she's like, "Well, get us más," or "Do you want more?" It's okay, you can have more, I'm offering you. And I'm like, okay, well, that's new, because normally she'd be like, oh, okay, okay, you're okay, if you're done, you're done, you know. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, I made more, if you want more later. I'm like, okay, thanks. And so I just went away. I was like, okay, this is weird. And honestly, it's not my first time thinking that somebody was inside my family's body, you know. And I could have sworn my grandma, she believes in Christ also, but she goes to a Christian church, but she's Catholic. Um, I don't know, but like, I guess they decided to switch churches, right? But, you know, I'm very shocked because it's honestly crazy. Like, I felt like God was inside my grandma for a moment, but then I also felt like he was in the kitchen. I was like, what? I mean, he could be like in multiple places at once, right? But I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I've never experienced that before in my life. I think it was in 2021. I also had this experience where I got touched by like God or my guardian angel, and I told him like, if you're God or my guardian angel, like I thought it was God, so I was like, okay, like please give me a sign, right? And like I felt a touch. I was like, oh my gosh, this has to be him. And the thing is that, again, this hasn't been the only time where I've smelled like churchy smells, So I was like, okay, it must be him. Because I was having like a little, I don't know if it was like a worship session or like just like a session where I can read my Bible and everything. But of course, I was playing worship music in the background, and I was also reading my Bible, everything like that. So that's what happened, and you know, I was like, wow, like that's crazy. And it hasn't been the only time where he's actually like been there, because maybe like even in my Bible study class, or even in my church, in the church where I go to, there's like a Bible class, where you can learn about God and everything. And we were like, I think it was almost time to leave, and we were having books. Like we were supposed to pass out. We were not. We were actually passing the books like to one another to like put away. And I could have sworn he was like right in the middle of the of like the desks, because the desks are in like 2 rows, and like there's like a little pathway where it leads to the back of the classroom, and I could swear like he was like right in the middle of the actual classroom. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh wow, like that is crazy. Like, oh my gosh. And yeah, it's very insane. Like very insane. Um there's yeah, like I said, there's been multiple times where I've had like experiences, you know. So yeah, I wonder what this might be, and if it is God, then then that's great. But like, it also like, it's just shocking to me, even though I'm already kind of used to like the spiritual connection thing. Um, you know, it really like it shows, like even like I don't know how to describe it. Like even if you already experienced multiple things with that same thing, it's still kind of shocking to me because it doesn't happen that often. Like it could happen like once a week or once a month or once a year, who knows, um so I'm just expressing how I'm feeling right now, even though I still smell the smell. Honestly, I still do, and it's like I oh my gosh, it's actually like I actually can smell the smell right now. So like I don't know. Hold on. Is it okay if I ask God for a sign right now? Because okay, and now I'm hearing noises. Now I'm hearing like weird noises. It's strange. I don't know where they're coming from, but like. That's just the fan, but like, that's actually crazy. Because I was asking God for a sign, like in the kitchen, if the light is, because the light, even though the light was flickering multiple times. Oh my gosh, dude! I could have sworn oh my gosh. Okay, I'll tell you about that in like a little bit. And oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I was in the kitchen. I was asking for him for a sign, even though the lights were already flickering. I was like, hey, like, could you flicker the lights if you're here? And I saw like the light flicker. I was like, whoa. And you know where you get these things in the corner of your eye and you think you see them, but like you don't know if they're actually true or not. Well, I like, for me, I've seen some stuff, and like literally it would be gone in like a split second. You know, it would be gone in like a little bit as soon as as soon as I see it, and then it's just gone. And I was like, what the heck? And then, what was it called? And then I could have sworn like I saw like a whitish light kind of thing like near me, and like it was like it looked like somebody, but I was like, it might not be somebody, you know, it might not be anyone. And then it went away. And also, not to mention, this was during the freaking school year, okay? And I was at my school, and oh my goodness gracious. So, this school that I go to is known to be haunted, or like whatever, right? And, and I could have sworn, like, I would see things there at that school, and like, I would be like, like, it would give me the eerie vibe that you'd feel. Like, it would, like, there was a hospital near my school, so I'm like, okay, that's great. And then there's also been some rumors about a girl falling down or being pushed off the stairs and died, and I'm like, what the heck? And then even like the counselors and the teachers like talk about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck? And the thing is that I think, I don't know if it was like before summer, obviously, but like we went to the school and I was waiting for my best friend outside of class. And then I could have sworn I saw like a black shadow like figure just like standing in front of me near the hallway. Like in the hallway, and I was standing like leaning against the wall, and then I saw it like maybe like a little bit back. It wasn't very close to me, like straightened up my face, but it was like it was like right, it was in front of me. But it wasn't like close to my face. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, what is that? And I could have sworn I saw it like move. It was like a whoosh. Like it was like it stood there for a second and then it like walked away into like the hallway. And I'm like, what the heck was that? My friend even said that she was having class upstairs. They went away, like they went, I guess, wherever, and then they came back and the desks were completely moved. Like they were not in their original spot. They were moved diagonally. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, so you're saying that somebody might have moved the desks without you knowing, and you put like, oh my gosh. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, kinda it. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later and we'll talk about this more, or I don't know when, but maybe whenever I send something or whenever I tell you all what happened. So yeah, bye.